Ever wondered how Bitcoin mining works? It's a fascinating process that is crucial to the world of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, the first digital currency, operates on a technology called blockchain. And Bitcoin mining, it's the beating heart of this technology, maintaining the blockchain ledger. It's a bit like mining for gold, but in the digital world. We'll delve into how this system functions and why it's so important. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the Bitcoin mining process. So, who are these miners and what do they do, you might ask? Well, miners are crucial participants in the Bitcoin network. They play an integral role in securing the network and maintaining its integrity. When a Bitcoin transaction is made, it's not immediately added to the blockchain, which is a public ledger of all transaction data from the start of Bitcoin's existence. Instead, it goes into a pool of transactions waiting to be confirmed. This is where miners come in. They take these transactions, verify they are legitimate, and then bundle them into blocks. This verification process involves solving complex mathematical problems, which requires substantial computational power. Once a problem is solved, the block is added to the blockchain. This process of validation and verification by miners is what keeps the Bitcoin network secure and trustworthy. It's a relentless, round-the-clock job, ensuring that every Bitcoin transaction is legitimate. Miners are essentially the backbone of the Bitcoin network. Now that we know who miners are, how do they mine Bitcoin? Well, it all begins with transactions. Every time someone sends or receives Bitcoin, that information is broadcasted to the entire network. Miners gather these transactions into groups called blocks. Each block contains a list of transactions, but before it can be added to the blockchain, it needs to be validated. The miners use powerful computers to solve a complex mathematical puzzle, which is essentially a process of trial and error. They are racing against each other to find a specific number that, when combined with the data in the block and passed through a cryptographic function, produces a result within a certain range. This is known as proof of work, and it's a crucial part of the Bitcoin protocol. Once a miner finds the solution, they broadcast it to the network. If it's correct, the other miners will validate it, and the block is added to the blockchain. This process is known as consensus. It's a way to ensure that all the transactions in the block are valid and that everyone agrees on the state of the blockchain. But of course, the miners aren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. They have a financial incentive. The first miner to solve the puzzle and add the new block to the blockchain is rewarded with newly minted Bitcoins. This is known as the block reward. On top of that, they also receive the transaction fees from all the transactions in the block. So to sum up, Bitcoin mining involves gathering transactions into blocks, solving a complex mathematical puzzle to validate the block, and adding it to the blockchain. And all this hard work is powered by a network of computers spread across the globe, tirelessly crunching numbers in a race to earn those precious Bitcoins. The reward for this hard work? Newly minted Bitcoins and transaction fees. It's a tough job, but for those with the computational power and a bit of luck, it can be incredibly rewarding. Why is Bitcoin mining so crucial, you may ask? Well, it is the backbone of the Bitcoin network, ensuring the integrity and security of transactions. It isn't just a way to mint new Bitcoins, but a process that validates and records transactions on the public ledger, known as the blockchain. Each transaction made with Bitcoin is bundled into a block by miners and checked for validity. Miners then compete to solve complex mathematical problems, and the first to solve it adds the block to the blockchain. This process isn't just a race for rewards, it's a method of ensuring that the transactions are legitimate and free from fraud. Moreover, Bitcoin mining underpins the decentralization of the network. No single entity has control over the Bitcoin network. It's the collective power of miners worldwide that keeps it running, secure, and democratic. So, why is Bitcoin mining so crucial? Without miners, the Bitcoin network would lose its security and reliability. So, what have we learned about Bitcoin mining? We've discovered that miners play an integral role in maintaining the Bitcoin network's security and integrity. We've delved into the complex process of Bitcoin mining, highlighting the computational power and energy needed. We've also underscored the importance of Bitcoin mining in creating new Bitcoins and verifying transactions. With this knowledge, you're now better equipped to understand the world of Bitcoin mining.